I'm spilling it. I spilled it. Hello. Cheers. Oh. Whoa. There was a chili in that. Hello. Hold on, wait there. I just drank a juice and spilled a bit on the floor. How's it going? Day 56 in Watermelon Land. How we doing? Figured I'd just come on and say hello and speak to anyone who wants to have a chat. Woohoo. Hey, hello, Flower. That's your username. Flower person. Rose. Rose. You're rising. Rose. You rose like a rose. How's it going? Yeah, day 56 here of the watermelon juice fast. I wonder how many other people are doing this kind of cleansing. I'm always interested. I know the people that are really doing it don't really say anything. That's how I know. Good afternoon. Hello. Porn, how's it going? Porn as in P-A-W-N, not that other type. How you doing? Yeah, I know the people that are really doing all the cleansing. They aren't really, they're not saying anything. Like, when I first discovered this information, I didn't say anything to anyone, I just did it. Hey, you've been watching all your videos, you're just wondering what's the best way to start a cleanse. If you've been watching all my videos, you would know. But the best way to start a cleanse is to transition with carbohydrates. Stop eating all fats and eat carbs. You are looking cleansed and healthy. Thank you. I'm cleansing, but my eyes are looking very blue. I noticed that. I looked in the mirror and I was like, whoa, like my eyes are really blue. Am I a fan of Dr. Robert Morse? Yeah, he's there, yeah. Well, I wouldn't say I like him. Anyone teaching people detox stuff is cool, but I've never heard Dr. Morse say anything about juicing. Never heard it. I've just never heard him say that. And I'm not going to speak any negatively, but John Rose is really cool. Juicing's where it's at. Dr. Morse will tell you to eat fruit, and that's cool. Eat fruit, but you want to clean yourself. You want to really clean yourself. Juice fast. That's where it's at. Juice fasting, right, let me explain. Juice fasting versus eating fruit. Let's say juice fasting, eating fruit. Juice fasting is like 10 times more powerful. Quite literally 10 times more powerful. You have brown eyes. He's teaching you how to get rid of type 1 though. Well, if he is, he is. Got to clean your body. That's the way to get rid of anything that you have wrong with you. How do I get the juice from the watermelon? Just in a juice machine. A juicer. Get a cold press masticating juicer. I don't want to move the camera, and I don't. It's a messy area at the moment. I don't want to be like if I was just like it's mess at the moment. I don't want to show the messy area. It's like it's bootleg juice setup. Because it just is. I've always done it this way. Do you know what the beauty of doing it this way is? Is that I can show you that you don't need to be perfect. You don't need this is just a sink. Like, I'm just like next to a sink. It's like, I'm not going to show you. It's a mess there. That's what it is. It's just like, you don't have to be perfect. You don't need this pristine setup. You can do it from anywhere. This is an Airbnb. Like, you don't need like all the, people are like, oh, I can't get organic fruit, so I won't bother. It's like, what? I did it in the beginning in a house, a shared house in England. It was full of people that were all doing all kinds of stuff, if you know what I mean. Thanks, Holly. And I just did it in there. And I was getting the cheapest fruits from the supermarket and juicing them. What do I think of Dr. Sebi? He never said anything about juicing. Honestly, juicing is the holy grail. Juice fasting is like everything. Is everything. It's the holy grail of healing. Nothing beats it. You really want to know where I get my other nutrients when I only take juice? What is a nutrient, bro? I don't even like. Let's talk about this from like a using your own peripherals and your own senses and your own everything that you can use, because you are equipped by God with everything that you need to navigate the world and to get everything that you require. So when you walk up to an apple tree, it doesn't have a list of nutrients on the tree, does it? Like, who is telling you that you need these nutrients? Which human? So when they say, oh, you need this level of iron, this level of vitamin K2, this level of B12, this level of this level of that, this level of that. Where did they get these numbers from? Where are they coming from? Which perfect measure of amazing human have they got them somewhere and they're like, right, we have the perfect human, we're going to measure his blood, and then what we'll do is we'll use that as the, use that as the metric for everyone, right? Is that what it is? Like, the numbers in the medical industry that they use for the perfect iron levels, the perfect B12 levels, the perfect everything levels, the numbers came from regular people, or what they would deem to be healthy. Or they just made them up. They're like, right, you need this much of this, this much of this, this much of this. They just made it up. So when you say, where do you get your other nutrients from? So what does that mean? It doesn't actually mean anything. Like, what are you talking about? Other nutrients? Like, my body will use its own the senses in my body will direct me to get what I need. And that's intuitive eating. So when my body is lacking a certain nutrient, and I'm not saying nutrients aren't real. There are individual chemical structures that make up different components of what your food turns into when you digest it. I'm not saying it's not real. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, your body will tell you when it needs something. You don't need some outside authority, a scientist or a nutritionist or a doctor, to say, hey, you have this level of iron where it should be this, or this level of this and it should be this. It doesn't mean anything. Your body will tell you what it needs. So if a doctor says to you, oh, you need to eat more avocados and eat more red meat, for example, right? And say your body isn't wanting it. So your doctor said, right, you need to eat this, but your body's like, I don't want that. But you force yourself to eat it because the doctor told you to. Then whose intuition are you following then? Like, it's like they teach you to ignore your intuition. So when you ask me, where do I get my other nutrients? It doesn't mean anything. Like, my body will get what it needs, doing what it needs to do. So I'm doing what I need to do. If my body needed something else, it would direct me to the food that it required to get what it needed. And so I don't need a list of nutrients. And that's the kind of thinking that we want to get out of. Being told you need nutrients. Being told, well, you do need nutrients, but you don't need to know the individual scientific molecular, you were designed with all the peripherals that you require to get what you need. Thanks for the gifts, by the way. What's my thought on Professor Spira and Dr. Sebi? Yeah, cool, bro. Anyone who doesn't, for me, I'm just saying for me, if you trust my discernment, I trust my own discernment, for me, juicing is the king, beautiful, amazing cure-all. If you just keep eating, I've experimented with this in extensive ways. If you just eat food, even if it's fruit, even if it's watery fruit, it doesn't clean you in anywhere close to the same way that juicing does. There's not even close. Are there nutrients in vegetables, considering they are man-made? Yeah, there's nutrients in all things. Hold on, I'm just going to make a juice, but I will talk while I do it. So, there's nutrients in all foods. Hopefully that's not too noisy. But you got to understand that your body will get what it needs. So you don't need to follow a plan. You just need to learn how to listen to your body. That's the most important thing. Learning how to listen to your body. And you're never going to do that all the time you're reading from a list of nutrients that you think you need. You got to get in touch with your body. Clean it. Clean it. That's how you get in touch with it. You're such a water girl, though. Drink distilled? Yeah, distilled if you're going to drink any water. Cool Earth Angel, hello. Remember you? Yeah, no. Well, yeah, I do remember you, but that's only because you said I should the first time I ever saw you. You said, we're going to meet one day, and that's probably not true. Dude, pay attention. You ask a lot of questions, by the way. I don't ask any questions. I answer questions. Hold on. No, I've got them cut into like strips like that, so they just go in the juicer easy. You just started your spiritual awakening this year, so you're questioning everything. Am I in tune with Source? Yes. Source? Yes. Yeah, he's cool. Is there a specific juice I prefer? Yeah, watermelon. Of course. Watermelon is the key. I wrote a book, by the way, for anyone who doesn't know. It's got all the info in it, how to do it. Kind of makes sense. Basic it is when you crave ice. It's a sign of low iron. Yeah, but who says you need any of that? Do you know what I mean? Like, it's when you crave things, your body is saying, get that thing. That's all it is. It is that simple. Everything is so simple in nature. It's humans in science that overcomplicates everything. Hold on. Grateful for the path and the truth. I've always been speaking, brother. Glad to catch you live. Yeah, you're welcome, man. But on a juice fast, where do you get your protein? There's protein. Okay, so amino acids, building blocks of protein. They're in the fruit, and then you consume them. This is just the science. This is the given science, basically. Because I know I was just talking shit about science. This is the given science. But amino acids in the fruit. You consume the fruit, and then the building blocks, which are the amino acids, are the building blocks of protein. You consume that, and then your body makes its own protein. And there's actual protein in fruit. People don't really realize that. In watermelon rind, which personally I don't consume, watermelon rind is 20% protein. Bet you didn't know that. Look it up. Look up the protein percentage of the rind of a watermelon. That's 20% protein. Many people juice that. That's 20% protein. So if you're juicing watermelon, you put the rind in, which is perfectly applicable. 20% protein. And actually this flesh is full of protein. You don't need that much protein. Think about this, right? Think about this. So you think you need all this protein because you've never not had it. Ever since you can remember, you've been fed animal products and meats and protein, right? It's the same with toothpaste and shampoo and washing detergent and all of this stuff. Have you ever tried cleaning your teeth without shampoo? Most people, without toothpaste. Most people haven't even done that. Most people are just like, oh yeah, you need toothpaste. It's like, how do you know that when you've used it twice a day? It's like, how do you know that when you've used it twice a day, every day for your entire life? How do you know you need it? And it's the same with large amounts of protein, animal proteins and stuff. People say, where do you get your protein from? It's like, what do you mean? How do you know that you need that much protein? You've never gone without it. I've never seen anyone anywhere with a protein deficiency ever. I've never heard of it. It's made up. Protein deficient. What is that? The only people who are protein deficient are the people who don't eat food. If you're eating enough food, you're getting enough protein. All the Asian shops are selling watermelons right now. Watermelons are very cool. You are right, to be fair. They base it on years of research from the average person. For the average person, yeah. There you go. Hold on. I had to chop up some more watermelon because it didn't make the full juice. Hold on. But yeah, with protein, it's like, it's the same as all that. It's the same as the nutrients thing. It's like, where do you get your protein? There are people who go to the gym and they hit a certain macro of protein, but they've always done that. They've always eaten that much protein. It's like, you only know if you need something when you try going without it. Try going without things. Stop using toothpaste and see if you actually need it. You'll be very surprised. Stop using shampoo and see if you actually need it. Stop using shower gel, stop using soap, stop using all these things, see if you actually need them. You'll be very surprised at the results you get. Where would you get shampoo in nature? Where would you get hair conditioner in nature? Where would you get toothpaste in nature? And most importantly, without killing anything, where would you get high amounts of protein in nature? You wouldn't. There's plenty of protein in the foods that you're designed to have. And that's just a fact of life. Don't even need to say it's a fact of life, it's self-evident. The average person is not healthy, exactly. So that's where they... Have I ever got blood work done? No. And the reason I would never get blood work done is because I think it's some sort of weird, like, that is some sort of weird thing where I don't want any, that's mine. I'm not having anyone go near that. Alright, good. Alright, I've got my juice now, I'm ready to go. Sorry about that. I'm on 7% battery, so I might need to plug this in a minute. Does it matter if it's GMO? Not really. It's the electric, sorry, someone distracted me with a comment. It's the electric living water that cleans you. So even if, like I just made this, even if this wasn't organic, which I think it is, but I'm not sure. That's what I mean. I don't know if this is organic or not. I don't care. I know this is cleaning me. It's obvious that this is cleaning me. Like, and I did it with GMO grapes before. I did it with supermarket fruit before. Anyone can do it with any fruit. Do I have high energy? You tell me. Juicing veggies will load you with nutrients. Yeah, your body will get what it needs. Beans, you're glowing. Thank you. Thoughts on dry fast? Well, the problem is dehydration. That's the issue. So, what do you think about dry fasting? Dry fasting is like hitting the pause button. So, you're dry fasting, nothing in, but nothing out. Or it's a very slow detox. It's like pause. It's like if you're doing a detox and like a juice fast. So if I need to slow down my juice fast and my detox, I will do a dry fast. I'll stop drinking it. So dry fasting is like a pause. Hi, get to see you live finally. You're so full of knowledge and appreciate you spreading it. You are welcome, Mary. Hi, are you not feeling dizzy? Why would I be feeling dizzy? Are you feeling dizzy? Are you dizzy? You're back to peace. That's nice. Claudia. Talk about how much the body unwinds. No, basically, you get your atlas. I don't want to talk, it's boring. I'll just talk about what I find interesting, really. If something bores me, I don't want to do it, because it's like it goes against me, like goes against my soul. Like, I have to go in the direction of what's exciting to me. And talking about how much the body unwinds. Get your atlas in and you will see for yourself. It's profound and it's impossible to explain anyway. Can you go on a juice cleanse without a binder? Yeah, I'm doing it without binders at the moment. What was that? You use coconut oil for what? Yeah, if you want to clean your body, you want to get the fats out. I'm not saying don't have them forever. I'm just saying stop having them until you get clean, and then you can experiment a little bit. But you want to get those stagnant fats out, the old ones, like the processed ones. They get stuck in there really deeply, so you got to get those out. Can you juice fast and stay jacked? Well, I don't know, but like you're going to lose acids and acidic water. So you're going to lose some visible, but a lot of people who have big muscles, if you look, half of it's water. If you look, half of it is water. Go look at any bodybuilder that eats 400 grams of protein a day. A lot of that is water. It's obvious if you look, and it's the body holding on to water because all that animal protein is acidic. So that their body holds on to water. Cheers. Hold on. Well, I put a chili in that juicer earlier, so all the juices are spicy, man. Whoa, a hot one. I love chili and watermelon together in the juice. It's really nice. You say you actually had a protein deficiency. Yeah, but I bet you weren't eating enough food. I bet that was what it is. If you're eating 2,000 calories on average a day, like a normal amount of food, there's no way you're going to be protein deficient. Even if you're just eating bread, or just potatoes, impossible. There's even a yogi in India somewhere, and he's eating nothing but, his name's Alu Baba. Look him up. He's eating nothing but, he's skinny to be fair, but he's nothing but potatoes. My favourite TikToker. Thanks, Charlie. So do I eat meat? No. Fuck no. Eating meat is the same as like, well, what's happening? Well, 5% battery. That's cool. I'll have to plug it in a minute. Yeah, do I eat meat? Nah, mate. That's like the most archaic, like, do I eat meat? It's like, to me, it's like, it's not even, it's like crazy to eat meat. It's like completely insane. Can I talk about the saint you use as a body model? What, Saint Bartholomew? Yeah. Well, just look at that. There's nothing to say really. His body is what perfect alignment looks like. There's a statue of it in Milan. Google it. Saint Bartholomew statue in Milan. Have a look. Make an Instagram. Yeah, I have. I'm not going to post on it really though. I don't really. Maybe later, but I do have one. If you want to message me on there, but I'm not going to post on it. What type of fruit do I use for juicing? Just watermelon at the moment. What do I have to say about high fructose corn syrup? Sugar is awesome in all forms. High fructose corn syrup, I don't care if it's refined sugar, I don't care if it's maple syrup. Sugar is awesome in all forms. This is what you have to understand. All carbohydrates are fantastic, and any sugar, high fructose corn syrup, if you get a tray of potatoes and cover them, bake them in the oven, cover them in high fructose corn syrup, that's still 1,000 times better than eating any meat or anything like that. Sugar is so easy for the body to process, doesn't matter what form it comes in. Most people are going to be like, what? I've been told that high fructose corn syrup is bad. All sugar is good. Refined, any sugar is fantastic for the transition process. Even beyond the transition process. Even after this juice fast, I'm probably going to consume sugar. White refined sugar. I might not, but I'm not against it because I recognize that sugar is benevolent. Most people have been brainwashed to be afraid of sugar. Did someone just call you beans? Yeah. Would I ever do a vegetable juice fast? Probably not, no. Cool shorts, thank you. Thoughts on manifesting? Manifesting is just taking action in a direction. You have to do stuff. Do I drink the coconut oil? I don't touch coconut oil. How do you get out the bad oils? Clean your body, clean the body. I've explained how to do it so many times. You get carbohydrates, go on carbohydrates, and then move yourself over. I wrote a whole book about it, but the key is to start with carbohydrates and then move yourself over. I honestly, I've said it in like 100 times, 1,000 million times. Sorry, if you've never heard it before, that's fair enough. But you go carbohydrates and then get all the fats and oils out of your body immediately. Day one, 0 fat, carbs, and then move over that way. Do that for like 6 months and then you'll naturally transition. And then you can start juicing and stuff. Was that just watermelon juice? No, there was a bit of chili in there as well. You can feel the energy. Yeah, the meat energy is not. You forgot to eat today. What's going to happen if you juice fast on lemon juice? That'll be way too intense, probably. The fact that you're asking that question means that you've never done any kind of detoxing before. With lemon juice, that'll be way too intense. It won't be very enjoyable. It'll be very powerful, but I don't know how long you're going to sustain. How sustainable is that for you? Someone said, nah, sugar is horrible. Explain then, please. Explain to me what is wrong with sugar, and I will quickly be able to rebut you and show you the opposite. Because it's just brainwashing. And actually, it's a little bit more than brainwashing with sugar, because if you have oils and fats in your body, like any kind of oils and fats in your body, and then you consume sugar, the sugar interacts with the old oils and causes an acidic chemical reaction. So when you're cleaning your body, you move towards the sugars, and as you get the oils and fats out, you start to see that the inflammation was coming from the combination of sugar and fat. So when you get the fats out, you start to see that sugar is benevolent, and actually the body does best on simple sugars. All of the mucusless foods are fruits. You were designed for fruit. Humans are designed for fruits. But most people have been brainwashed against sugar because they have all these oils and fats in their body. It's very easy for people to believe that sugar is bad because when they consume it, they get the inflammation, which is actually being caused by the sugar and the oil interacting. So you get the oils out and then you see the benevolence of sugar. You disagree with me on that? That's okay. Anyone who like agrees with me, I'm like they're gonna do all right. There's no really agreement. It's more about just knowledge. Do you know what I mean? Like it's just awareness. Are you aware of that? Do you know what I mean? You disagree with that about sugar, but that's just because you're not aware of the interaction because you haven't done any extensive cleaning. Because anyone who's done extensive cleaning will be able to say the same thing about sugar. Someone else said refined sugar is not good. Yeah, well, you can't just say it's not good and then not say anything. What does that mean? You know what I mean? It's not good. What does that mean? Explain. You got to explain yourself. This is what I mean. When I'm delivering information, it's really important to me to explain why. Because information without knowing why is empty. So when if you say refined sugar is not good, tell me why. Tell me the ways in which it interacts with the body that cause any problems. That's what I would need to hear for me to be on board with you saying that refined sugar is not good. But I understand that refined sugar is good. Your body, the health of your body is all about how efficiently it can process things. Sugar is very water soluble. And so if you put sugar in your body and have no fats and oils in there blocking anything up, then your body can process it very easily. You can wash it out with a couple of juices. If you have fats and oils in your body, because your body is a water system, which is a system of flowing liquids and pipes, the fats will block up your system. If you pour oil down the sink in the kitchen or in the bathroom, it's going to block that sink. Your body is a system of pipes. Your digestive system is a pipe. So if you have oils in there, you're going to cause impediments to the water flow. And so sugar will be perceived as bad because the body can't process it. But when you get those oils and fats out, like I said, your body will be able to process it and you'll realize the benevolence of sugar, even refined sugar. Refined sugar does not mean processed. It means refined. They've just taken it down to the most simple form. You can pour it in fruit juice and you'll see anyway. If you pour refined sugar into fruit juice, it will make, because most fruit these days is picked early. So if you pour refined sugar into fruit juice, it's like adding the sugar back into it that was already supposed to be there. Refined sugar comes from sugar beets. What percent? I'm on 3%. I've got to plug this in a minute. Refined sugar comes from sugar beets. It comes from sugar beets. It's not processed or lab created. It's just refined. It's very different. Jesus ate fish. Bullshit. That's just not true. The Bible is just a book. Jesus would never have eaten fish. It just would never have happened. Like, it just wouldn't have happened. Understanding what I understand about consciousness, about cleaning the body, about being like closer to pure and purifying the body, which I understand at this point to a fairly decent extent, Jesus would never have eaten fish. He just never would have done it. Maybe in his early life before he was conscious of everything, but when he was in his Christ consciousness embodiment, giving all the information out to people, he never would have eaten fish. Never would have happened. There's something evil in supplements. It's just chemicals. Benefits of fasting after body cleaning. Just keeping it. It's like maintenance. Lemon juice with sugar is the yummiest. Yeah. You juice potatoes and it's tasty. Yeah, I bet it is. I bet it's actually quite sweet. Are cucumbers a fruit? Yeah, they're a melon. Cucumbers are a melon. What about healthy oils like olive oil? Get all the oils and fats out if you want to clean. Like, I'm not saying... This is what people misconstrue. When people say things like, well, this guy said never have this. No, I didn't. I said to clean your body, you would require to get all these fats and oils out so you can do a clean. After you get ultra mega clean, to put some olive oil back in, that is way different. And that's an experiment that you can do because you'll be so in touch with your body and your intuition at that point. But what I'm teaching is how to do the full detox, how to do the clean. And actually, once you get clean and you've done it all with zero fat, you won't want to put any olive oil in it. But I'm not saying don't do it. I'm not saying it's not healthy to have a little bit of olive oil once you've got ultra clean. If it's pure olive oil that's come from pure olives and it hasn't been heat treated or it hasn't been refined. But in most cases, almost all cases, consumption of oil, it should be avoided while people clean. Projector human design thoughts. I haven't spoke about that in a while, to be honest. Human design didn't come from me. Do you know what I mean? Like when I talk about human design, it's a system that someone else has given, which, to be fair, very highly, ultra mega accurate. And I think it's very cool. But to talk, sometimes I just don't feel like talking about it because it doesn't come from me. It's like I'm parroting it. Do you see what I'm saying? I prefer to talk about the things that I have come here to teach. And again, human design is another one because it's cool to bring that to people's awareness. But it's just sometimes I just don't feel like talking about it. Why is eating meat not good? Because it's acidic. It causes acids to form in the body, makes your body retain water. It gets stuck in your gut. And what you have to do to get it is, well, what you have to do to get it is just, the fact that that's even happening is completely just beyond, it's just, like, when you clean your body, you'll see exactly what it is. You'll see it for what it is. You've been vegan since February 25th after we had our meeting. Awesome. I remember speaking to you. How are you? All blessings. You appreciate my work. Thank you. I'm glad you went vegan. Being vegan, like, if you want to be, like, if I'm going to, like, have friends in my life, if you want to be my friend, you've got to be vegan as a minimum. Like, I wouldn't be able to hang out with anyone who eats meat. It's like, you got to be as a minimum. Vegan people are cool, because there's like a misconception that being vegan is like unhealthy. It's just the complete opposite. You just got to know what to do and do it properly. If you want to have high energy, be a high energy vegan. With the fact that there's even a word vegan, what is vegan? There shouldn't be like a label. But if there is going to be a label for vegan, we should get rid of that and put a label on the people who eat the dead animals. That's how it should be. But that's. Again, we shouldn't have labels like that anyway. What makes sugar and oil toxic together? If sugar's fine on its own, exactly. So oils and fats and sugar in the body create acids together. That's why the worst thing you can consume really is like, let's say like some French fries covered in 2%. I need to plug this in. Let's say like some French fries covered in ketchup, which is very sugary. That combination is highly acidic because of the fried oil and the sugar. It just creates acids. It's a chemical reaction. Every time you put food in your stomach, it causes a chemical reaction. And it either creates acids or pulls them out. And certain combinations create more acids than others. And sugar, especially refined oils like soybean oil, canola oil, those kinds of oils, acidic ones. Soybean oil, I think, is a bit alkaline, but canola oil, those kinds of acidic, hyper-refined acidic ones, when you put that in your stomach with sugar, it causes acids to form in like quite a intense way. Let me see if I can put this somewhere else. Hold on, just getting this plugged in, hold on. Just figuring out how to do this. I should have checked the battery levels first. How's that? It's good enough. Yeah, cool. The screen's oh no! Right, maybe it's not. Oh, what have I done? Hold on. Technical difficulties, mate. Right, this is good. We're doing well. Right, hold on. Sorry about this. How do we... Ooh. That should be good. How are we? Are we okay there? Every time I touch the phone, it moves a bit. You've been working on your Nauli Kriya. Is it better to do it on an empty or full stomach? Empty, definitely. Empty, definitely. Last time I showed it on a live, it stopped the live and said it stopped the live for like indecentness. And I was just like, whatever. Like, I was just showing a Nauli Kriya, but I won't show you now, just in case it does that again. You've been vegan? Oh, we said that. I missed. Scrolled up a bit. Why can't you eat grass-fed beef or fish? You can. You can do whatever you want. I'm just telling you what's healthy and what isn't. Just letting you know. you can do whatever you want. I'm not saying everyone should listen to me, but if you recognize what's good, you would listen to me. What are my thoughts on the Bible then? It's a book. It's a book. Someone messaged me the other day saying that it says this in the Bible and therefore it's true. It's like, well, I could get the Bible now, load it up in Microsoft Word, change a few things, and then re-upload it and call it the True Immortal version. And there you go. I've got the new Bible, True Immortal. There you go. It says in the True Immortal version, whatever True Immortal decided to put in the Bible. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a book. And people are like, oh, you can't edit the Bible, it's the Word of God. I could do it right now. I could literally load it up on Microsoft Word right now and print it off. What's going to happen? Nothing. It's a book. It's just a book. So when people are like, oh, it says this in the Bible, you can't. It's a book. It is just a book. It's text in pages. And I'm not saying it's not profound. It doesn't have amazing things in it. But what I'm saying is it can be edited. Books can be edited. Do you see what I mean? There's a lot of amazing, profound knowledge in the Bible, but it can be edited. So just keep that in mind when you read it. From my knowledge, is Jesus is God? No, God is God. Jesus was a man. Is a man. Keep going, my man. The world needs you. Haters always going to hate. Maybe. I don't really attract that much hate, actually. Online. I don't really attract that much hate on it. Are animals really conscious? Yes, they are. The fact that you even have to ask. Just go to see a cow or a pig and look in its eyes. If you can look in a pig's eyes and think, yep, that's not conscious. I don't know. I don't relate to that at all. I can't relate to that. It's like, what? What do you mean are animals conscious? What? Are you taking the piss? Like, you know, what kind of thing is that to say? It's just, do you know what I mean? It's just like, boo, are animals conscious? I'm sorry to be rude, but fucking, I get annoyed at that. Are animals conscious? Like, you're fucking winding me up in you. Stupid fucking question. Sorry. Jesus is just a metaphor for our higher consciousness, our way to enlightenment. You don't know that. Jesus was a man. Jesus existed. And Jesus is somewhere on this earth right now. Jesus is somewhere on this earth right now. And so are all of the, I don't know about all of them, but so are the apostles on this earth now. Do I like durian fruit? Not really. It tastes like onion to me. Have I ever done any research on wisdom teeth and whether or not it's beneficial to pull them? Why would it be beneficial to pull them? Why would you have been designed with something that would be beneficial to be taken out? Think about it. There's not like, so these teeth come through. The only reason that they cause any issues is because of the atlas misalignment. So it causes misalignment. So when they come through, people experience like whatever issues and then they have them pulled out. But I didn't feel mine come through at all. They're just there one day. I didn't feel it at all. I was quite lucky with that. But the only reason that you would get them pulled out is because of misalignment. Proper bloke. Cheers, mate. See you every time. Really? You can't hang out with people who eat meat? No, I can't. Why would I? Well, the energy's off, and I don't want friends who do that. I don't, like, if you want, like, I'm just saying, if anyone wants to be my friend, I'm not going to be friends with someone who's, like, chowing down on chicken and steaks. Like, why would I? Like, I don't fundamentally have a energetic dissonance in a really strong way with that kind of behavior. And I have boundaries, and I have certain, if I'm going to hang out with people, I want to hang out with a certain kind of person. Like, I'm very comfortable not hanging out with any people. So if I'm going to hang out with people, they need to, and like when people eat meat, they all have that same energy. I call it the meat glaze, but it's like there's a glaze that happens. It's like a consciousness glaze with meat people. I don't know why I laugh. Because it's like nervous laugh, like I'm just talking shit about people, but not really. Just like stop eating dead animals. Stop doing it. Like, there's no need to do it. It's actually unhealthy. It's actually not healthy. You're actually getting nothing from it. It doesn't actually do anything good for your body. It's getting stuck in there, feeding worms. It's causing all those body odors. Makes you need deodorant. Makes you fucking have bad breath. And what you have to do to get it is crazy. Like, there's no benefit to it, to you or anyone else. It literally is. It's just. There's no point in doing it whatsoever. There's a raw vegan store near you. That's cool. There's a raw vegan restaurant in Bangkok. I never went to it. I was going to at some point. How long do you reckon if you go full vegan till you realise why it's so bad? Not long. Stop eating meat for like a month and then you'll stop looking at it like it's food and start seeing it for what it is. It's like smoking cigarettes. Smoke cigarettes and then smoke cigarettes. You can smoke cigarettes for 10 years and then stop for 2 months and be like, how did I ever do that? You'd be like, how did I ever once go near cigarettes? How did it even ever happen? And that's why. It's like a learned behaviour that you will see exactly what it is once you stop. But if you've always done it, you're going to think it's normal. When is it okay to have salt? That's a good question. I wouldn't, ever. If I can go near salt, I'll never see salt again in my life, mate. Tell you that. Any places or books can you look for tips on less mirroring as a projector? I learn from Jovian Archive on YouTube for human design. That's pretty good. Jovian Archive. Are bananas mucus forming? Yeah, a little bit. But all starches are a little bit. But it doesn't matter because the mucus that gets formed from starches, you can easily wash it out with like fruits and fruit juices and coconut water. Starches and carbohydrates are still okay. They're low in mucus. Bananas, again, a little bit of mucus, but not really. It's okay. Just if you eat nothing but sugar and carbs, you're going to have more energy to do exercise anyway. You'll naturally be more bouncy, more energetic. I haven't consumed any kind of fat for, well, my day's 56 of this, and even before that, it was like, I think a month or 2 months. So I'm on like 4 months, no fat. Look how much energy I have. Do I seem like I'm lacking in any kind of energetic anything? Do you know what I mean? Like, it is what it is. Like, you'll see. The only reason that you think you need certain things is because you don't, is because, and again, this is going off the question now, but I'm just saying, like, the only reason that people think they need certain things is because they've always had them. If you've been eating a high-fat diet since you were 2 years old, you're going to think you need it. You really think wild deer are on the same level as cats, even beyond, actually. Certain animals are beyond like cats and dogs. Pigs are smarter than dogs. Cows are more divine, or just as divine as dogs. Go meet like a horse in a field. Beautiful things. A healthy horse, it's like majestic. It's beautiful. It's amazing. Same with cows. What else do people eat? Like lamb or whatever they eat. Like just whatever like nonsense people eat. There's nothing to hate. Your message is high vibe. Yeah, I know it is. Can you speak on people that say that they are God? Yeah, they're just misguided. They haven't met God. If you've never met God, you might think you are God. But if you meet God, you see that God is within you, but isn't you. It's separate. God is your Father. It's different. If you think you are God, it's because you don't know God. It is that simple. Where is the safest place on earth to live? Bro, safe in terms of what? What are you trying to avoid? You're Jesus. Nah, I don't believe it. The vibe's off. Is that who I am? Yeah, well, you can figure out who I am if you want. I won't tell you. There's no need to tell you that. Just for my own personal, just my own. I'd just rather not. Just rather not. That'd be fine. Maybe one day. Please talk more about that. Jesus and apostles on earth now. Wow. I'll talk more about that one day. So which apostle do you believe you are? I never said that. And I don't believe things. I either know or I don't know. There's a difference. You either know or you don't know. I don't believe. Belief means I don't know. So if I'm talking about something, it's because I know about it. How have I not gotten hungry? Because hunger is fake news in most cases. You think you're hungry, you're not. It's emotions that you're trying to stuff down. That's what it is. People don't realize eating is emotional. It is. Like in most cases, the reason people eat in most cases, you don't need the foods that you think you need. Your body wants hydration and liquids. But to clean your body with hydration and liquids pulls out old stagnant emotions. And if you pull out old stagnant emotions, you're going to have to experience them. So most people don't want to do that intuitively because they don't want to feel those emotions. They want to keep eating. So if you clean your body, you'll see that the hunger was actually emotional in most of the cases. I'm not saying you don't need food. I'm saying that in most cases, and most of the foods that people eat, and the way that people eat them is emotional. So I'm not hungry because I'm willing to feel those emotions to cleanse myself.
How has juice sustained you only? It does very well. Do you think I have good energy? Like, I could drop to the floor right now and do 30 push-ups. Haven't eaten any solid food for like, been 56 days in this juice fast. Do these stalkers know they're stalkers? Don't know if they would define themselves that way. There's a video you saw recently of a guy who found a man watching him through his TV. How's that possible? Check back in 10 years, let's see how you feel. Everyone wants to like prove it right, like, in 10 years, mate, you see how you feel. Do you know what I mean? Like, just do it, you'll see. Can you speak on people that say they are God? I already spoke about that. Have you come closer to God? Fasting in 40 days like Jesus did bring in one with God. Yeah, but that before that, like, you wouldn't believe. If I told you the story of how I met God, you wouldn't believe it. Like, you just you wouldn't believe it. And I don't want to talk about it. Like, yeah, it's like whatever or whatever. You wouldn't believe it though. It wasn't from fasting. Grapeseed oil for cooking. Yeah, I wouldn't use oil. I just wouldn't. Your insulin sensitivity will get fried over time though. Insulin sensitivity is from cleaning your body. So you think you're going to have insulin sensitivity from consuming sugar, but the only reason you have insulin resistance, or is it insulin sensitivity? Which way is it? Insulin sensitivity is what you want, right? And then you don't want insulin resistance. So you want your body to be able to process all the sugars you put in it. So if you have oils and fats in your body, then your body is going to fail to produce the amount of insulin because the sugar is trying to get out, and then the insulin is all blocked up. Like the body can't produce the insulin because of all the fats and oils. So if you get those out and clean it, your body will produce the right amount of insulin, and then you'll be able to process the sugar. Again, it's all about having a clean body. It's not about insulin sensitivity, insulin resistance, this and that and this and that and all this complicated shit, nutrients and numbers and all of this. It's just how clean is your body, how effectively can it process what you're putting in it. Very simple. It is that simple. Cows don't eat fat to be fat and don't drink milk to make milk. Exactly. And horses eat nothing but grass, and horses are way stronger. There's not... See a big strong fucking horse and then try and find me a human that's stronger than that horse. And all horses eat is grass. That's another thing about protein. People look, where do you get your protein? Well, where do horses get their protein? They eat grass. Where do cows get their protein? Like big stocky cows in the field. They're just eating grass all day. Plants make you strong. 2 months no fat, waiting for your body to tell you the juice. Yeah, 2 months, yeah, cool. Just keep going with the carbs. Honestly, 2 months is like, do it for like 6 months, just keep eating, enjoy it. You'll enjoy it more as you do it. I'm sure you already are. Everybody who's done this is having great success with it. Thanks for the rose. All you had to do was say Jesus one time. Now everyone is sounding off. No one can deny his God status. Who, Jesus? Don't know what you mean. That's pretty much one of the worst health markers you can have, by the way. It triggers huge cascades. What does? Mate, what triggers huge cascades is not having a clean body, having toxins in your body. It's that simple. Clean it. That's all it is. It's all you need to do. Oh. If you think you're God, there's more going on under the surface. It's just, if you think you are God yourself, then it's just because you've never met God. It is that simple. Meat eating was introduced by the parasite. Yeah, basically. Someone said, you're cool, I like you. You genuinely seem severely manic. This is a good one. You seem manic. I love that one. It's like, oh, look, that guy, he's too happy. He's manic. Like, what? Like, what is manic? What does manic mean? What does it mean to you, to be manic? Is it someone who's happy? Like, look at him, he's unusually happy. We're going to call him manic. We're going to slap a label on him. He's crazy. He's manic. Look how happy he is. Do you see what I'm saying? This is how society is. Like, oh, it's just completely. Oh, I like you, mate, but you're a little bit too happy for my liking. That's basically what your comment said. You're a little bit too happy for my liking. Are you sure you're okay? Look how happy you are. Look how much energy you have. You sure there's nothing wrong with you? Best resource to gain knowledge. Gain knowledge about what? Can you feel the energy of people who eat meat is different? Yeah, big time. I could go live on my laptop. I could read better. Yeah, I probably could. I just can't. There's no camera on the laptop though. This works. Eating is emotional and nostalgic with memories, exactly. Do I love Thailand? Yeah, I love Thailand. How would God not be you? Who is God? God is the Father, and that's without religious beliefs. I'm not going to. I never believed this until I met him, and like he is the Father. He's the Creator. He is within us. He's the Father of the children of earth. Literally, He's the Creator. It is that like the biblical explanation of God, but He's so loving. In the Bible, He's all about. It says that He's like wrathful and all of this, but He's not. Like, He's a very loving Father, literally. That's literally who He is. You know, a man who lives in Sweden has only eaten fruit since 1984, never ill. Yeah, because you only get so when you get sick, colds and flus, that's your body detoxing. You have a lymphatic system, which is like the drainage system in your body, which is like the sewage system, goes all throughout your body. And when your lymphatic system hits, like if it gets to like a certain level of toxicity, your body will put you in a fever to detox because it doesn't want you to keep eating because you're like blocking up the system. That's what a cold and flu is. If you clean your body, you'll never have a cold and flu again. Supermarkets in Ireland, fruits of bad quality. You can still heal with them. I did it. I did it with Asda grapes. Yeah, Roberto in here calling people schizophrenic. You just don't understand things, bro. Like when someone gets to the if you get to the point where you're starting to have like this reality itself, I'm telling you, bro, this reality is actually full of like wacky shit. Like, oh, hold on, just forgot to do something. This reality is full of wacky stuff. Okay, like to go around labeling people crazy. Do you know who are crazy in this reality? People who just accept the given framework of going to work, getting a job, buying a house and settling down in it and eating steak dinners and watching TV. That is crazy. That's what insanity is in this reality. When you wake up to what's really happening in this reality, you won't call anyone crazy. You wouldn't say a word like that to anybody. Ooh. Sorry, I just got to renew this. I forgot to do it. Extend it. Yeah, you wouldn't dare call anyone crazy. Any fruits and veggies good for juicing? Yeah, they are. Buy the book, Clean Your Body. Thanks, Charlie, still in my book. Yeah, I wrote a book, for anyone who doesn't know. You can get it, link in my bio. Check out the reviews that people have posted on the page. A couple of people posted reviews now. And if you bought it and you like it, please leave me a review. But that will teach you exactly how to detox and how to get to that point of how you can detox. You can get it in paperback as well if you want it. It's all there. It's like all the information of how to detox your body in one handbook. I put everything in there that you would need to know. Right, cool. Where the toxins come out? Everywhere. Hold on. That's a good reminder for me. You spit them out, you pee them out, you poop them out. They just come out. You sweat them out, come out your nose, come out your ears. Earwax. What is earwax? Well, you think it's normal to have gunk in your ears all the time. People just accept it as normal. Oh, earwax. What is earwax? It's mucus. It's mucus being pushed out. Dirty mucus. Same with like sleepy dust. That's what people in England call it. But you know when you wake up and you have that eye gunk, that's mucus. And actually it dries in the corner there and people wake up and they have to wipe that. If you clean your body, that won't happen anymore. That won't happen anymore. You won't need deodorant anymore. You won't need any of these things. You won't need shampoo, you won't need toothpaste, you won't need deodorant, you won't need clean your ears, you won't have eye gunk. All of this stuff, none of it will happen anymore. Your fraternal twin sister and her son and me look alike. Cool. You hate being labelled spiritual. You've been inspired by my content. Thanks for by my content. Thanks for the consistency. Yeah, you're welcome. Really enjoying the YouTube content. Yeah, cool. It is the same thing, actually. It's just like 3 weeks. It's just like 3 weeks. It's the same videos, just 3 weeks from 3 weeks, literally. This is what it is. You improvise. Oh, you mean inspire? You used to do smoothies, juices, and you fucked up. Is it not too late to start? Well, you never. It's never too late to start. It may be the hair and beard on top of heavily guarded knowledge. I don't know what you mean. Right, cool. Thank you, everyone. I'm going to go now and continue my delicious day because I need to make some more of this. But it's been cool chatting. Oh, there we go. I knew it was going to happen again. Right, it's been cool chatting, but thank you, everyone. And there's a link in my bio if you want to check out my book. It will teach you exactly how to do this process. So thanks, everyone, for chatting, and I'll speak very soon.